Why your dream self is sabotaging your life. Your dream self keeps making today feel small and heavy. Miss one thing, shame spikes, and suddenly you're scrolling to numb what your body reads as danger. It's not laziness. It's wiring. The MPFC often others, future you, self-discrepancy fires shame, and the amygdala ACC threat response crushes willpower. Here's the fix you'll use today. A 60-second identity reset that moves relief from avoidance to motion. I'll give you the one-sentence reframe now, then show the science, MPFC distance, self-discrepancy theory, amygdala ACC, and wire the full protocol with behavioral activation and implementation intentions. Outcome: lighter starts, fewer spirals, safer consistency. Quick win first. Fast fact mini payoff, the one-sentence reframe. Say this exactly, I'm not behind, I'm gonna reset, just 60 seconds. That line flips verdict to agency. Behind says it's over. Reset says we start now. Just 60 seconds keeps the cost tiny so your threat system says yes. And we make it automatic with an if-then. If I feel the tug to avoid, then I'll say, I'm not behind, I'm gonna reset. Just 60 seconds, and begin the smallest visible action. Use it at 3 moments: trigger, start, and stop. At the trigger, the exact instant you notice a miss or the urge to escape, the amygdala jumps and the ACC flags conflict. Cut in with the line. One longer exhale than inhale. You reduce uncertainty before it snowballs. Implementation intention. If ping hits and my chest tightens, then I say the line and breathe out longer. At the start, pair the line with a micro move. I'm in a reset. Right now, I'm just going to open the dock. Set a 60-second timer. Motion over magnitude. That's behavioral activation. Action precedes motivation. Your brain updates from doing, not thinking. At the stop, when the timer dings and the critic whispers, not enough, say, I'm still in a reset, then ask, do I want one more minute? Want, not should. Either choice counts. The goal is to teach your body that starts are safe and bounded, which lowers threat next time. Why this helps immediately? It relocates the fastest relief. Avoidance used to give the exhale, negative reinforcement. Now the micro-action delivers it faster. You flip the loop without pep talks. The language shrinks self-discrepancy pressure between actual and ideal selves, which drops shame and dejection. And the tiny, present-tense action pulls the task into MPFC, me territory, instead of future stranger territory. Real example writing. Trigger, calendar ping, stomach drops. Reframe, I'm not behind, I'm in a reset, just 60 seconds. Exhale longer. Timer on, micro move, open Q3 doc, type one ugly sentence. Ding, stop. Still in a reset. Do I want one more minute? Decide. Result, relief comes from motion, not escape. Inbox version. Trigger, 187 unread, heart rate ticks up. Reframe, just 60 seconds. Timer. Sort 5 subject lines only, reply, archive, snooze, or star. Ding, reframe, decide, draft 1 subject plus first sentence or close cleanly. You shrank ambiguity, which calms the ACC's error scanning. Fitness version. Trigger, low energy, identity baggage. Reframe, shoes on, timer, march in place 60 seconds, ding, stop. Want one more minute? Maybe hallway lap. Either way, you stacked identity evidence, I start. Common mistakes. Upgrading the start into a stealth finish. Keep the boundary. If starts become traps, your nervous system will resist the next one. Vague first moves. Name the tiniest visible action in present tense. Right now, I'm just going to. Judging quality inside the minute. The metric is starts, not polish. Run it with me now. Pick one avoided task. Whisper, I'm not behind, I'm in reset, just 60 seconds. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6 once. Name the tiniest visible move out loud. Open the file, sort 5 subjects, or shoes on. If you can, set a 60-second timer and do it. Ding. Stop. Say, still in a reset. Ask, do I want one more minute? Decide. If it felt cheesy, that's newness, not nonsense. Notice your shoulders. If they dropped even a little, your body believed the boundary. Write the line where you'll see it under stress. Lock screen, sticky note, top of your to-do. Beneath it, add the if-then. If I feel the tug to avoid, then I say the line and start my 60 seconds. Relief lives in motion now. The dream self-trap. Why ideals trigger threat. Let's name the trap cleanly. You've got 2 characters in your head. Current you and dream you. Self-discrepancy theory says when the actual self feels far from the ideal self, you don't get a clean boost of motivation, you get dejection and shame. Add the ought self, the standards you think you should meet, and anxiety joins in. That cocktail makes the next move feel risky. Your body thinks, whatever I do, it won't be enough, and tightens. Here's the twist most people miss. In the medial prefrontal cortex, the MPFC, self-related thoughts usually light up. But when many people imagine their far future self, MPFC activity looks more like thinking about a stranger. That neural othering creates distance. If future you isn't fully me, then costs and discomfort pushed onto them feel abstract. Today's comfort wins, tomorrow's work is someone else's problem. It's not moral failure. It's a perception gap in the brain. Now layer those two forces, a big ideal actual gap plus future self-distance. Your nervous system hears, high stakes now, low consequences for delay. The amygdala spikes, flagging danger. The anterior cingulate cortex, the ACC, ramps conflict monitoring and error scanning. Under that threat state, cognitive flexibility shrinks. You stop seeing gradients, it becomes perfection or nothing. And because nothing gives fast relief, avoidance gets reinforced. This is why perfectionism backfires. The ideal becomes a demand. Your inner critic swaps specific verbs for global judgments. This has to be brilliant, or I can't mess this up. That language inflates uncertainty. The ACC hunts for what could go wrong, and the amygdala tags the start as unsafe. The heavier the start feels, the more powerful that tiny exhale from escape becomes. Avoid right arrow relief, right arrow stronger avoidance next time. That's negative reinforcement. Your body learns to chase the fastest exhale, not the best outcome. Make it concrete. You promised dream you'd submit the portfolio Friday. It's Thursday night. You crack the folder, your chest tightens, your jaw clenches, and the ACC screams, not ready. Instantly, your brain offers safer moves with high certainty and low exposure. Reorganize files, watch a tutorial, plan a better system. You get a brief sigh. Your nervous system logs, good choice. Tomorrow, the portfolio feels heavier, not because you lack discipline, but because your body just learned that escape equals relief. The identity cost is sneaky. Each avoided start becomes evidence. I'm behind. Repeat it and learned helplessness creeps in. Standards quietly lower to reduce future pain. You don't tell yourself, I'm choosing safety. You tell yourself, I'm not that kind of person. The dream self, meant to inspire, starts to corrode trust. There's a second trap inside the first, ambiguity. Ideals are vague, starts must be concrete. Be fit has no edges. Ship perfect has infinite error space. The ACC hates fog. Under uncertainty, it keeps scanning. So your mind grabs certainty through rituals that feel productive, color coding, research loops over polishing, but dodge exposure. You drain hours without confronting the one action that changes outcomes. So how do we flip the map? We shrink distance, lower threat, and move relief into action. First, language. I'm not behind, I'm in a reset, just 60 seconds. That reframe shifts the story from verdict to process. It shrinks self-discrepancy pressure. Second, specificity. Present tense, tiny verbs pull the task into MPFC me territory. Right now I'm just going to open the doc. Personal relevance up, threat down. Third, physiology. A longer exhale than inhale signals safety, dampening amygdala reactivity. Fourth, clear edges. 1 minute, 1 ugly line, 5 subject decisions. Bounded targets quiet the ACC's error siren. Fifth, implementation intentions. If X, then Y, per-written scripts that route triggers straight into motion. Scripts beat stress. And finally, behavioral activation. Under low mood or threat, action precedes motivation. Micro-actions generate quick wins that update predictions. Starting is safe, and it pays. Let me show you the before and after pattern. Before, ideal says, this deck must be brilliant. MPFC others future you, so you punt. Amygdala alerts, ACC scans, you tidy. Relief lands after escape. Identity erodes. After reset line, longer exhale. Right now I'm just dropping 1 ugly rectangle on slide 1. Timer on, ding, stop. Ask, do I want 1 more minute? Either choice counts. Relief now lands after motion. Identity upgrades, I start. If you remember nothing else from this section, remember this line. The dream self becomes a trap the moment it increases distance and threat. You flip it by making the start present and concrete, close MPFC distance. creating tiny safe edges, quiet the ACC, downshifting physiology, calm the amygdala, and relocating the fastest relief into action behavioral activation. Keep the dream. Kill the fog. Outcome goals live far away, starts live here. One more micro story. A designer kept whispering, "This has to launch flawlessly." Week after week stall, we swap the frame, reset, 1 minute, drop one ugly block. She laughed, did it, stopped, chose one more minute. 2 weeks later, the first minute felt light. Nothing mystical changed. Her nervous system learned, starts end safely and lead to a small, predictable payoff. Now that you can see the trap, we'll map the loop it runs on, trigger, spiral, mechanics, cost, so you can break it anywhere and watch the whole thing collapse. The 4-beat loop that keeps you stuck. Here's the map so you can break it anywhere. 4 beats, trigger, spiral, mechanics, cost. See them in real time and you don't need more willpower. You just pull the right lever and the loop collapses. Beat 1 is the trigger. It's tiny, a snoozed alarm, a vague email, a calendar ping you forgot. The instant you notice the miss, a critic sentence fires, you're already behind. That line isn't commentary, it's a threat cue. Amygdala up, ACC flags error and conflict. Heart rate ticks up, chest tightens. Attention narrows. Under that physiology, your brain prioritizes safety over progress. So you steal control from the unknown with quick labels, TTFA, trigger, thought, feeling, action. Trigger, calendar ping. Thought, I'm behind, feeling, tight chest. Action urge, tab switch. Aiming reduces uncertainty, which cools the spike. Then run your implementation intention. If I feel the tug to avoid, then I say, I'm not behind, I'm in a reset. Just 60 seconds and exhale longer than I inhale. You've already shifted state. Beat 2 is the spiral. Under threat, avoidance delivers immediate relief. You tidy the desk, you check weather, you open a new tab, for a second your body exhales. That's the reward most people miss, negative reinforcement. Escape removes discomfort, so your nervous system learns to repeat it. Avoidance, right arrow relief, right arrow stronger avoidance next time. This is why try harder fails. The fastest relief wins, so we move relief into starting. Say the line, set a 60-second timer. Do the smallest visible action. Open the doc and write one ugly sentence. Ding. Stop. Ask, do I want 1 more minute? Either choice counts. Now the loop runs the other way. Start right arrow relief, right arrow tiny progress, right arrow lighter identity. Beat 3 is the mechanics that keep you trapped. Shame glues attention to yourself. What's wrong with me? Instead of the next move. Threat narrows cognitive flexibility, so you only see 2 options, perfect finish or don't start. The ACC's error scanning turns ambiguity into danger, so vague tasks feel punishing before you begin. You also lose context through leakage, 10 tabs, 3 apps, 5 half-thoughts. Each switch forces your brain to rebuild the mental model, dulling the task's reward signal. The counter is stability and clarity. 1 outcome, 1 window, 1 timer. Keep a parking lot pad to the right. Anything that tries to steal attention gets captured. Check figure 2. Email Alex. Idea for hook. You're not suppressing, you're containing. Then create edges the ACC can accept. 1 minute, 1 ugly line, 5 subject decisions. Clear, bounded targets quiet the error siren. Add a longer exhale to drop arousal so your amygdala stops barking. You've rebuilt a safe lane. Beat 4 is the cost. You lose time, yes, but the deeper cost is identity erosion. Every avoided start becomes a vote for I'm behind. Keep voting and you teach your system that trying hurts. That's learned helplessness, not lack of talent. Standards quietly slide to prevent future pain. The fix isn't a pep talk, it's evidence. Count starts, not hours. Stacked completions rewrite identity. I begin. Let's run the loop live so you can feel the levers. Inbox case. Trigger, 187 unread. Thought, this will be a mess. Feeling, fluttery stomach. Action urge, Instagram, TTFA on paper. Implementation, intention fires. I'm not behind, I'm in a reset, just 60 seconds. Exhale longer, timer on. Sort 5 subject lines only, reply, archive, snooze, or star. Ding, stop. Still in a reset. Do I want 1 more minute? Maybe you draft 1 subject in the first sentence, or you close cleanly. Either way, relief now follows motion, not escape. Creative case. Trigger, blank slide, thought, this has to be brilliant. Feeling, tight jaw. Action urge, rearrange folders. TTFA, reframe, long exhale, timer. Drop 1 ugly rectangle on slide 1. Parking lot catches, find inspiration, check brand guide. Ding, stop, decide, you teach your body that starts ends safely. ACC got a clean win. Amygdala calmed. Where do you break it fastest? At the earliest beat you notice. If you catch trigger, change the sentence. Swap global for specific. Right now, open the doc. If you're already spiraling, don't fight urges with shame. Schedule relief after effort, not now. After 60 seconds, I get sunlight and coffee. If you're stuck in mechanics, simplify. One outcome, one window, one timer, parking lot ready. If you're feeling the cost, stop scoring by output. Count the reset rep. Then run the 24-hour bounce tonight. Install script so stress doesn't improvise. If I see a red badge, then TTFA plus reset line plus 60 seconds. If I stall mid-paragraph, then one ugly sentence and a question. Scripts beat stress because they remove choice when choice is expensive. 2 common errors: turning resets into stealth marathons, keep the boundary, or tracking hours instead of starts. Hours invite perfection. Starts are binary and repeatable. If you remember nothing else, remember this: the fastest relief wins. Move it to starting, and everything downstream gets lighter. You're not fixing your personality, you're changing where the exhale lives. System is greater than willpower. The 24-hour reset frame. Willpower collapses under threat because your brain is spending fuel on danger scanning, not decisions. So we stop asking you to fight biology and start designing around it. Think systems that make starts predictable, tiny, and safe. So your amygdala quiets, your ACC stops screaming, and relief attaches to motion on autopilot. First, moral relief. It's design, not discipline. Under pressure, grit burns fast. Behavioral activation beats willpower here because action precedes motivation. Tiny, concrete moves create fast, believable wins that update your nervous system's predictions. Starting is safe, and it pays. Second, predictability. Threat hates unknowns. We make the first minute known and boring. Same line, same breath, same micro move. That stability increases MPFC. This is me, relevance, lowers ambiguity that keeps the ACC on high alert and drops the initiation cost so your body says yes sooner. Here's the 24-hour reset frame you'll run daily. It's a loop, not a sprint. 3 pillars: restore biology, reframe language, redesign friction. Restore biology. Bookend the day. Evening, dim lights for the last 60 minutes. No feeds. Do a low-stim task, prep water, set out clothes, write tomorrow's single keystone outcome on paper. You reduce arousal so sleep stabilizes, which lowers baseline threat tomorrow. Morning, run fast light. Water, sunlight within an hour, single-source caffeine, protein, and a 10-15-minute no-audio walk. No inputs for 60-90 minutes. That sequence sets your clock, reduces novelty cravings, and gives you clean MPFC engagement before distractions land. Reframe language. Scripts beat stress. Keep the line visible. I'm not behind, I'm in a reset, just 60 seconds. Pair it with implementation intentions you'll actually use. If I see a red badge, then TTFA plus line plus 60 seconds. If blank page panic hits, then one ugly sentence. You're loading choices so the trigger routes to motion, not rumination. Redesign friction. Make starts one tap, escapes inconvenient. Create direct shortcuts to the exact doc. Name files, start here date. Bury high-stim apps, turn badges off, log out after use, and keep long passwords in a manager. Device zoning if possible, work clean, fun elsewhere. Add a visible timer and a parking lot pad. You lower initiation cost and raise impulse cost at the moment it matters. Run 2 deep blocks before shallow work. Label each with an outcome, not focus time. Between blocks, run a 2-minute reset. Stand, distant gaze, water, 5 slow nasal breaths, longer exhale than inhale. No screens. You're clearing ACC error noise so the next start feels easy. Replace heroics with micro wins. Count starts, not hours. Daily rule: 1 deep, 1 maintenance, 1 small. Each gets a modest, immediate reward: sunlight with coffee, 1 familiar instrumental track, or a 2-minute stretch. Effort right arrow reward contingency retrains motivation. Rewards arrive after completion, not during. Make cadence resilient. If a day explodes, salvage 1 25-minute deep block. Shrink the unit, still rewarded. Then run tonight's bounce. Wind down, sleep, fast light, 1 keystone outcome tomorrow. No punishment marathons. You're protecting the baseline and the lesson that starts ends safely. Why this works neurologically. Predictable micro starts reduce amygdala threat, clear edges quiet ACC error scanning, present tense specificity boosts MPFC personal relevance, and behavioral activation relocates relief into action. Implementation intentions remove choice at the worst moment. Together, they make beginning the easiest, fastest way to breathe. Contrast old versus new. Old is shame fuel, all or nothing, hidden rules, relief from escape. It spikes novelty, drains tomorrow, and teaches your brain to fear the first step. New is system aligned. Clear edges, per-written scripts, 1-minute entries, and earned rewards. It lowers threat, restores relevance, and moves the exhale into motion. 2 guardrails. Don't escalate small into big without consent. If 1 minute turns into 3, great, by choice, your body must trust the boundary. And don't mix rewards inside blocks. Keep work clean, reward separate. Seesaw contrast is the training signal. Here's your checklist to start tonight. Dim the last hour. Write 1 keystone outcome, binary and small. Morning, water, sunlight, caffeine, protein, 10-15 minute no audio walk. No input 60-90 minutes. Create 1 tap shortcuts to 2 top starts. Rename files with start here. Place your reset sticky. Reset right arrow breath right arrow name right arrow 60s right arrow stop right arrow want. Set 2 deep blocks and a 2-minute reset ritual between them. Pick 3 micro rewards. Deliver within 2 minutes of completion. Turn badges off, log out of high-stim apps and zone devices. System beats willpower under threat because it shrinks distance, lowers danger, and points relief at action. Build the loop once, and your nervous system runs it for you. Tomorrow's first minute will feel lighter, not because you got tougher, the 60-second identity became the safest place to breathe. This is your pocket ritual for flipping from threat to approach in 1 minute. Same 5 steps every time, because under stress, complexity kills momentum. We'll wire breath, language, motion, edges, and choice, so relief lives in action, not escape. Step 1, breathe for 6 with a longer exhale. Inhale through your nose for about 4, exhale through your mouth for about 6, 1 or 2 rounds. The longer exhale downshifts autonomic arousal and dampens amygdala reactivity. Translation, you're telling your body, we're safe to start. If counting annoys you, just make the exhale slightly longer than the inhale. That's enough to nudge your system out of red alert. Step 2, name the task in a tiny, visible, present tense way. Use the starter. Right now I'm just going to fill the blank with the smallest concrete action you can see. Open the Q3 doc. Sort 5 subject lines. Put on shoes. This is an implementation intention in plain English. If I feel the tug to avoid, then I say the line and start this exact micro move. Specificity boosts MPFC personal relevance and gives the ACC a bounded target, which reduces error scanning. Step 3, set a 60-second timer and do the micro move. Motion over magnitude. Behavioral activation says action precedes motivation, so we use the smallest action that meaningfully moves the task. 1 ugly sentence. 5 subject decisions. Shoes on and march in place. Keep it laughably doable. If you hesitate, shrink it again until avoiding feels sillier than doing. Step 4, stop at the ding. Seriously. Stopping on time teaches your nervous system that starts are safe and bounded. If you regularly turn 1 minute into a stealth marathon, your body learns that starts hide traps and it will resist the next one. Guard the boundary. Your future self trusts what you enforce, not what you intend. Step 5, reassess with want, not should. Ask, do I want 1 more minute? If yes, run another 60 seconds. If no, close and count the win. Either path is success because the goal is a state shift, not output. Often 1 minute becomes 3 or 5 by choice. That's gravy, not the rule. Let's run 3 quick DMOS so you can feel it. Writing, breath, exhale longer. Name, right now I'm just going to open the report and type 1 ugly sentence. Timer, type the deliberately bad line. Ding, stop. Want 1 more? Maybe add a support sentence. Or close. Win banked. Inbox, breath, out longer than in. Name, right now I'm sorting 5 subject lines. Timer, decide 5, reply archive, snooze, star, ding, stop. Want 1 more? Draft 1 subject and the first sentence. Or close cleanly. Either way, you gave the ACC a small, clear finish. Fitness, breath, name, right now I'm just putting on shoes. Timer, march in place for 60 seconds. Ding, stop. Want another? Hallway lap, wall push-ups, or done. The identity evidence is I start, not I suffer. Common mistakes to avoid. 1. Upgrading the start into the finish. The second you sneak, I'll just finish while I'm here, you train your system that starts equal traps. Keep the promise. 2. Judging quality inside the minute. The metric is starts. Speed and polish live later. 3. Stacking minutes without pausing to choose. Use the reassess question every time. Choice preserves safety. Why this works across tasks. The longer exhale lowers threat amygdala. Tiny present tense language increases personal relevance, MPFC. Clear edges calm error scanning, ACC. And micro motion delivers a fast, believable win, behavioral activation. Implementation intentions preload the script so stress doesn't improvise. Together, they move the fastest exhale from escape to action. Make it automatic with a 5-line pocket script. Say it quietly out loud. Right now, breathe out longer. I'm not behind, I'm in a reset. Just 60 seconds. Right now, I'm just going to tiny action. Timer on, stop at the ding. Do I want 1 more minute? Plan it where pressure lives. Lock screen, sticky on your monitor, top of your notes file. Add a 1-tap shortcut to the exact doc you'll open. File names that scream, start here today's date, remove decision load at the edge. 2 contingency moves for rough days. If you can't find a micro move, shrink again, open only, subject line only, shoes only. If an urge screams mid-minute, narrate and schedule relief. Urge to check Slack. After the ding, I get 2 minutes of sunlight and coffee. Then actually pay it. Effort right arrow reward contingency is how you retrain motivation. Run this 3 times today. 1 deep task, 1 maintenance, 1 body. Keep the boundary. Deliver the reward within 2 minutes. Count each reset as a win. Tomorrow will feel lighter, not because you changed who you are, but because your nervous system learned the start is safe, short, and pays. Next, we'll make this protocol fire on rails by shaping your environment so the first move is 1 tap, 0 drama. Environment wins. 1 tap starts, 0 drama. Let's make the reset automatic by turning your environment into a glide path. Under threat, your brain hates unknowns. So we'll kill ambiguity, cut clicks, and add tiny bits of friction where urges win. The goal is simple. 1 tap starts, 0 drama. Rule 1, the 1 tap rule. Every priority should open to the exact first thing in 1 tap or less. If it takes more than a click to land where your cursor needs to be, you're paying a friction tax your stressed brain can't afford. Create direct shortcuts that bypass homepages. A doc icon or bookmark that opens the specific report, not the app. A keyboard shortcut that launches today's template with the cursor ready. On mobile, a home screen widget that jumps straight into Start Here Today, not a folder maze. Run a quick friction audit tonight. List your top 3 starts tomorrow. Next to each, write the first 3 actions it currently takes to begin. Your job, remove 2 steps from each. Save the login, pin the tab, set a launcher, or rename the file with Start Here MMDD so it sorts to the top. You're optimizing for certainty, not speed. When the first move is obvious, the ACC stops scanning for error and says yes. Pre-stage anchor spots. Decide where each type of work starts and leave the exact first move waiting. Writing anchor, chair, water, headphones, and the doc open with a bold next, 1 ugly sentence. Finance anchor, notebook open, calculator visible, banking site, bookmark to the balance page. Movement anchor, shoes and water by the door. These concrete cues reduce ambiguity that spikes vigilance. Name files so they scream Start Here. Under stress, confusing names become invisible. Use action first names with today's date. Start Q3 report 2026-0120. Keep the active file visible on desktop. On mobile, save a direct shortcut with that label. Language matters. Your brain grabs handles, not abstractions. Keep a tiny start script, TXT, open. Top line, I'm not behind, I'm in a reset, just 60 seconds. Beneath it, right now I'm just going to. You're priming the if-then so you don't invent words under pressure. When the trigger hits, fill the blank and move. Scripts beat stress because they remove choice when choice is expensive. Device zoning beats willpower. If you can, keep a clean work device, no social apps, no entertainment, minimal notifications. Fun lives elsewhere in another room during deep blocks. If you can't split hardware, split profiles. A work profile with only essential tools and badges off. A fun profile with high-stim apps, logged out by default and hidden during work hours. 6 seconds of password friction makes most impulses quit. Notification triage, default off. Whitelist only must break through items, calendar alerts and calls from 2 or 3 people. Everything else moves to pull in fixed windows. If your role demands responsiveness, set a status with a return time and create a VIP channel that pings, mute the rest. You're not rude, you're predictable. Protect sensory simplicity. Before you start, collapse everything but the one window. If you need references, pre-open exactly what you'll use and park them side by side. Hide the dock or taskbar. Visual novelty invites context switches that dull the task's reward signal. Boring screens, better focus. Add a 2-minute reset ritual between blocks. Stand, look far away for 20-30 seconds, drink water, and take 5 slow nasal breaths, longer exhale than inhale. No screens. You're clearing accumulated error signals from the ACC so the next start feels clean. Install micro-fences that contain urges. 2 fixed social windows, say 12, 30, and 5, 30 unlock only after your 3 wins. Time box them with a visible countdown. End with a physical close. Stand up, turn off the device, change rooms, log out. You protect the effort right arrow reward contingency without letting novelty bleed back into work. Make urge friction visible. Move high-risk apps off the first screen. Bury them in a folder named Later. Turn off badges. Place a sticky on your monitor, urge, 90s breathe. After X, get why that line routes the impulse into a scheduled payoff. You're training the nervous system. Relief follows completion. End each session by pre-staging tomorrow's first move. Leave a bold next line in the doc. Draft one subject line you'll send later. Put the shoes where you'll trip over them. Future you shouldn't think, they should only consent. Here's your 1-page environment checklist to run tonight. 1-tap rule, create or fix 3 direct shortcuts. Friction audit, remove 2 steps from each top start. Anchor spots, pre-stage tools and place your reset sticky. File names, action first, start here MMDD, labels. Device zoning, clean work profile, fun elsewhere or logged out. Notification triage, whitelist essentials, set status and VIPs. Reset ritual, timer ready, water within reach. Pre-stage next, for tomorrow. If you remember nothing else, remember this. Clarity beats complexity. When the start is 1 tap away and the path is paved, your nervous system stops arguing and walks through the door. Next, we'll fix the inner voice that either spikes threat or points you forward. The critic versus the coach, so your words pull you into action as reliably as your setup. Talk like a coach, not a critic. Your inner voice is either fuel or friction. Under pressure, the critic goes global and vague. You always blow it. You're behind on everything. That language spikes shame by widening the gap between actual and ideal selves, and it lights up the same threat pathways we talked about, amygdala up, ACC scanning for errors. The coach does the opposite. The coach stays specific and present. Right now, open the doc. Specific shrinks threat. Present tense boosts personal relevance in the MPFC. That combo lowers the cost of the first move. Here's the swap deck to keep on your tongue. Always never becomes right now. I always procrastinate turns into right now I'm opening the file. Perfect becomes possible. It must be perfect becomes what's a possible first line? Finish becomes start. Finish the chapter becomes start for 60 seconds. Say those out loud and feel the drop. Vague blame feeds the ACC's error loop. Clear verbs give it a bounded target it can accept. Keep 3 prompts close. What's the next sentence? What's easy now? What's 60 seconds? These are behavioral activation prompts. They steer attention from identity toward motion and restore cognitive flexibility under threat. You're not asking, why am I like this? You're asking, what's the next visible move? That single reframing protects you from perfection and gives your brain a handle. Say it out loud. Mouth to ear beats thought to thought because hearing your own directive interrupts rumination and increases action clarity. Quietly is fine. Think calm paramedic, not hype squad. The tone matters, flat, kind, actionable. When you're under stress, flowerishy pep talks melt, clear verbs stick. Memorize the 5-line pocket script and use it verbatim. Right now, breathe out longer. I'm not behind, I'm in a reset, just 60 seconds. right now, I'm just going to tiny action. Timer on, stop at the ding. Do I want one more minute? That's an implementation intention chain in plain language. Each line routes a trigger into motion with the smallest possible decision. When a cue hits, you don't negotiate, you execute. Watch how the coach handles common critic tricks. Time distortion. If you start, this will take forever. Coach, 60 seconds, then decide. Identity smear. You're not the kind of person who follows through. Coach, right now, start anyway. Actions decide identity. Catastrophe. If this isn't perfect, it's ruined. Coach, possible beats perfect. One messy line. Boundaries reduce fear. Action provides evidence. Together, they drain shame. Let's run a live loop so you can feel it. You open a blank doc. Critic, this has to be good. Coach, right now 2 breaths, then 1 ugly sentence. You type, this intro stinks, but here's the point. Ding. Coach, we stop at the ding. Want one more? You choose. That's 3 coach cues in under 2 minutes. Breath, tiny verb, boundary. Spot red flag words fast. Always, never, everything, nothing, perfect, should, must, why am I? The moment you hear them, run the translation. Right now, what's next? What's 60 seconds? You're building a reflex that prevents language from spiking threat. Practice a daily coach cue so the voice fires on time. Tie it to a reliable anchor, opening your calendar, sitting at your anchor spot, or after lunch. At that cue, say the pocket script and run a 60-second reset on whatever's top of mind. Habit beats hope. The repetition wires the language so it shows up before the critic. 2 mistakes to avoid. 1. Waiting to feel motivated before using coach language. Motivation is a lagging indicator. Action creates it. Use the script to start, not to feel. 2. Syrupy positivity. You don't need cheerleading. You need clarity. Open, type, sort, choose. Keep it boring and precise. Why this matters neurologically. Global blame inflates self-discrepancy and lights up amygdala ACC threat circuitry. Specific present tense commands increase MPFC personal relevance and give the ACC a bounded target. That reduces uncertainty, which drops resistance. Pair the language with a 1-minute timer and you've got a complete loop. Cue, calm, concrete, complete, choose. Your turn, whisper it now, right now, breathe out longer, I'm not behind, I'm in a reset, just 60 seconds. Right now, I'm just going to open the file. Timer on, stop at the ding, do I want one more minute? That's the coach. Keep it visible. Use it 3 times today. You'll feel starts get lighter because your voice stopped making them heavy. Apply it, writing, inbox, fitness. Let's plug the protocol into 3 sticky traps so you feel the shift today. Long writing, inbox overwhelm, and fitness avoidance. Same tools every time. The reset line, a longer exhale, 1 minute, and coach language that tells your MPFC, this is me, while giving your ACC a clear edge to accept. Writing first. The threat here is ambiguity plus perfection. Your critic whispers, this has to be good, which spikes the amygdala and keeps the ACC scanning for errors. We shrink it fast. Say the line, I'm not behind, I'm in a reset, just 60 seconds. Exhale longer than you inhale. Coach voice, right now I'm just going to open the doc and write 1 ugly sentence. Timer on, type a deliberately bad line, this intro stinks, but here's the point. Ding, stop. Still in a reset. Do I want one more minute? If yes, add a supporting sentence. If no, close and count the win. Guardrails, no editing mid-minute, no stealth scope creep. Why it works. Ugly first lines remove ambiguity, which calms the ACC. Present tense specificity boosts MPFC personal relevance. Stopping on time teaches safety so the next start costs less. Now the inbox. The threat is volume and vagueness. Big numbers push the ACC to hunt for unknowns and the amygdala tags open as danger. We make it binary. Reframe, I'm not behind, I'm in a reset, just 60 seconds. Long exhale. Coach, right now I'm sorting 5 subject lines. Timer, decide 5, reply archive, snooze, or star. Ding, stop, reframe again. Decide, draft 1 subject plus first sentence for the most important email or close cleanly. Guardrails, don't wander into long replies during the minute. You're sorting, not solving. Why it works. Narrow decisions shrink uncertainty. The 1-minute edge gives a bounded finish the ACC can accept. Motion delivers quick relief, so avoidance loses its payoff. Fitness next. The threat is identity baggage plus effort expectation. I'm not a workout person widens self-discrepancy and makes the first step feel like a referendum on worth. We keep it laughably small. Reframe, just 60 seconds. Exhale longer. Coach, right now I'm just putting on shoes. Timer, march in place for 1 minute. Ding, stop. Want 1 more minute? Maybe a hallway lap, wall push-ups, or done. Guardrails, no secret upgrade to a 30-minute session unless you plainly choose it after the minute. Why it works. The body learns, starts, ends safely. Micro-movement flips state without a novelty bomb. Repeated safe starts build identity evidence. I begin. Let's chain a mini drill you can copy today. Writing block, Sticky says, next, 1 ugly sentence. Line, breath, 1 minute. Ding, choose. Inbox block, timer, 5 subject lines only. Ding, draft 1 subject plus first sentence or close. Fitness block, shoes on, 60 seconds of marching. Ding, decide. That's 3 wins in under 6 minutes. Pay 3 small rewards within 2 minutes, sunlight with coffee, 1 familiar instrumental track, or a 2-minute stretch. Effort right arrow, reward seals the loop your nervous system trusts. Common mistakes and fixes. Mistake 1, letting coach lines drift into pep talk. Fix, verbs only open, type, sort, choose. Mistake 2, tracking hours, not starts. Fix, 5 boxes labeled R1, R5, check 1 box per reset. Mistake 3, bundling rewards inside the block. Fix, keep blocks clean, deliver payoff right after completion. Mistake 4, adding goals mid-minute. Fix, stop at the ding, ask, want, then choose. Mistake 5, vague targets. Fix, define a tiny, visible move before you start. Troubleshooting tough days. If writing feels jagged, shrink again. Open only, paste a header. Write 1 goofy placeholder line. If your inbox spikes panic, sort by sender or subject and run 5 decisions on the least emotionally loaded items first. If energy is flat, do a 45 to 60 second stare burst, then the 60-second march. Pair each with a long exhale to downshift arousal. Schedule relief. After the ding, 2 minutes of sunlight, and actually pay it. Why these 3 playbooks generalize? All 3 tasks trigger the same loop: threat spike, avoidance relief, identity dent. The reset flips the relief. The timer contains uncertainty. The micro action provides a believable win. The stop preserves safety so your next start is lighter. Do this 7 days and you'll notice faster entries, fewer just a quick escapes, and a quieter critic because your brain has receipts. Your turn. Pick 1 writing task, 1 inbox session, 1 movement minute. Run the resets today. Keep the boundary, pay the reward, count the starts. You'll feel the exhale move from escape to action. The 3R anti-spiral. Recognize, reset, review. Relapse isn't character, it's gravity. So we'll build a light loop that catches you early, flips you fast, and locks the win with almost no overhead. 3 moves, always in this order: recognize, reset, review. Scripts beat stress. Keep it boring, keep it repeatable, keep it kind. Recognize is first. The moment you feel that tug to escape, tab switch, snack, scroll, label 4 parts out loud or on paper, TTFA. Trigger, thought, feeling, action, urge. Trigger, calendar ping. Thought, I'm already behind, feeling, tight chest. Action, urge, YouTube. That's it. 2 lines, 10 seconds. You're not analyzing childhood, you're reducing uncertainty. Unknowns spike the amygdala. Names shrink them. And by pulling the thought into words, you interrupt the ACC's error loop long enough to choose. Lock in a tiny implementation intention so it fires automatically. If I notice an urge, then I write TTFA and breathe out longer once. The longer exhale downshifts arousal. MPFC relevance rises because you just made the event personal and concrete. Threat drops enough to move. Reset is next. Chain the pocket ritual you learned verbatim. I'm not behind, I'm in a reset, just 60 seconds. Inhale 4, exhale 6 once. Then the smallest visible action in present tense. Right now I'm just going to open the doc, or sort 5 subject lines, or shoes on, timer on. When it dings, stop. Ask, do I want 1 more minute? That's behavioral activation. Action precedes motivation, plus implementation intentions. If X, then Y, plus edges the ACC can accept. You're relocating relief from avoidance to motion and teaching your body. Starts end safely. If a craving screams mid-minute, narrate and schedule. Urge to check Slack. After the ding, I get 2 minutes of sunlight and coffee. Then actually pay it. Effort right arrow reward contingency is the training signal. You're not white-knuckling urges, you're riding the 90-second wave without paying it early. Review seals the gain. 3 lines nightly. What worked? What friction? What's next? Keep it factual, not judgmental. Worked, 2 resets on report, 1 on inbox. Friction, report doc buried. Next, create direct shortcut. No autobiography, no shame. You're converting experience into environment tweaks so tomorrow's start is 1 tap. Once a week, add 1 micro adjustment, remove a click, pre-stage a next line, or write a fresh coach cue for a known trigger. 1 knob at a time. Consistency beats overhaul. Let me show you a messy afternoon with 3R in motion. It's 2:40 p.m. energy dips. Recognize, trigger post-lunch slump. Thought, I can catch up later. Feeling heavy eyes. Action urge, Instagram, long exhale once. Reset, I'm not behind, I'm in a reset, just 60 seconds. Right now I'm just going to open asana and drag 1 task to today. Timer, ding, stop. Do I want 1 more minute? Yes, draft 1 subject and first sentence for the most important email. Ding, stop, review at 5 p.m., worked 2 resets at 2:40. Friction, asana view buried. Next, pin today view. Tomorrow's start is 1 tap. Common mistakes to avoid. Turning recognize into rumination. If you're writing paragraphs, you're feeding the critic. 2 lines, then move. Skipping reset because the label felt like progress. Labels calm, action flips, run the minute. Letting review become a report card. If a line sounds like, I was so lazy, rewrite it as facts. 0 resets after 3, energy dipped. Facts point to levers, judgment restarts shame. Make it run on rails with 2 scaffolds. 1, a daily 3R note template, TTFA right arrow, reset right arrow, review duplicated each morning. 2, 2 alarms labeled recognize plus reset, placed at known wobble times, morning start, post-lunch. At the ping, TTFA in 10 seconds, then 1 60-second reset on whatever is top of mind. Close your day with the 3-line review and 1 visible tweak you'll install tomorrow. Add a floor rule, never miss twice. If today has 0 resets, run 1 30-60-second reset before bed, open a doc and write 1 ugly word, sort 3 subjects, or shoes on for a minute. Check the box and sleep. Identity preserved. Learned helplessness blocked. Why this works. Recognize reduces uncertainty, amygdala cools. Reset pairs breath, tiny verbs, and edges, ACC settles. MPFC personal relevance rises. Review transforms wins into receipts and design tweaks. Identity evidence grows. Friction falls. 3 moves
Momentum
under
metrics
5 minutes
starts
total
over
that make
hours.
relapse reversible.
Let's measure
and
the
progress
thing that
inevitable.
actually
Rewires your brain. Starts. Not hours, not pages, not inbox 0, just the 60-second resets you complete. Action precedes motivation, so we'll track the action that creates it. When you measure starts, you reward the behavior your nervous system trusts. Small, repeatable completions that lower threat and raise approach. Here's the rule, count resets, not output. Each clean 60-second reset equals 1 check. Whether you continued or stopped at the ding, it counts. That binary signal matters. Your amygdala hates ambiguity and your ACC hunts for errors. A simple yes-no completion calms both. Hours invite perfection and collapse. Starts are honest and repeatable. Set up a 1-row tracker with 5 boxes labeled R1 to R5. Put it where your eyes land. A sticky on your laptop, the top of your notebook, or the first tile in your Notes app. After each reset, check a box immediately. That fast feedback pairs effort with reward, effort right arrow check, so your brain learns to chase the start, not the escape. Build streaks for starts only. Keep a streak of days with at least 1 box checked. That's your start streak. It flexes with real life. On good days, you'll hit 3 to 5. On hard days, 1 is enough. Add a floor rule, never miss twice. If it's 8 p.m. and you're at 0, run a 30-60-second reset, open a doc and write 1 ugly word, sort 3 subject lines, or shoes on for a minute. Check the box and sleep. Identity preserved. Learned helplessness blocked. Add a tiny wins note, 1 sentence per day. Typed 1 ugly sentence at 9:12. Sorted 5 subjects at lunch. Shoes on, 60 seconds. Receipts beat feelings when the critic gets loud. Self-discrepancy stories soften when you can point to concrete evidence. Troubleshoot dips with levers, not judgment. If checks drop for 2 days, shrink the unit, 1 word, 3 subjects, shoes only, shorten the timer 30 seconds for 2 reps, or add friction to problem apps, log out, bury icons, long passwords. That's implementation intentions plus environment tweaks, one knob at a time. Keep the metric clean. We count starts, not stories. If you started, it counts. If you plan to start but didn't move for a minute, it doesn't. Precision builds trust. Don't overbuild the system. If your tracker takes more than 30 seconds to update, it's too heavy. Strip it to boxes and one line. Want lightweight categories without complexity? Add tiny initials beside each check. W for writing, E for email, F for fitness, S for studying, A for admin. At week's end, glance. If all checks are E and A, aim for one W tomorrow. No shame, just a nudge. Integrate starts with your 3R loop. Each recognize, reset, right arrow review cycle earns at least one box. During review, count boxes and write one friction to remove tomorrow. The metric informs the tweak. Tomorrow's start gets easier. Pair each check with a modest micro reward. 2 minutes of sunlight with coffee, one familiar instrumental track, or a short stretch. Keep rewards outside the block to preserve contrast. Your system learns, start right arrow completion, right arrow reward. That's the contingency that flips motivation reliably. Run a weekly momentum review, 3 minutes tops. Ask how many checks this week? Which day had the fewest and why? Friction, energy, clarity. What one friction will I delete and what next? Will I pre-stage, then act? One change per week compounds. Remember compounding. 5 60-second resets scattered today often beat one forced hour you'll skip. Over a month, that's 150 starts, 150 reps of I begin. Identity thickens through repetition. Metrics are the mirror. Measure starts so starts grow. Quick drill to close. Draw 5 boxes for today. Label them R1, R5. Write one tiny win line beneath. Do a single 60-second reset right now, breath out longer. Right now I'm just going to open the file. Set the timer, stop at the ding. Check R1. Write the one-line win. Feel that little lift? That's your nervous system learning to chase the start. Keep teaching it. Shame-free goal setting. Values, micro steps, accountability. Let's build goals that don't collapse under pressure or spike shame. 3 pieces. Align with values, translate into micro steps, and add light accountability that protects momentum. You're going to keep the dream and kill the fog, so your MPFC tags it as me, your ACC sees clear edges, and your amygdala stays quiet enough to begin. Start with values. Self-Discrepancy Theory says big gaps between actual and ideal fuel dejection, and pressures fuel anxiety. So we narrow the gap by choosing aims that actually belong to you. Run a 90-second audit. What choices did I make when no one was watching last month? Which wins felt hollow? Where did this goal come from? My lived curiosity or someone else's expectation? You're not rejecting ambition, you're filtering for authenticity. Authentic aims reduce the identity gap and lower threat before we take one step. Now convert values into approach goals and micro steps. Approach beats avoidance. Move toward clarity is stronger than stop procrastinating. Then add implementation intentions so the start survives stress. If it's 8:30 at my anchor spot, then I open, start here MMDD, and write one ugly sentence for 60 seconds. If I see a red badge, then TTFA plus reset line plus 60s. You're preloading the script that routes triggers into motion. Make units binary and tiny so the ACC accepts them. Outline section 2 becomes write 3 bullets under 2.1. Get in shape becomes shoes on, 60 seconds of marching. Behavioral activation is the engine. Action precedes motivation, micro wins flip relief from escape to motion, and repetition builds identity evidence. Let's build a live plan. Value, creativity, approach goal. I published 2 pieces this month. Micro plan. Daily if-then. If 8:30 at my anchor spot, then open, start post 1, and write one ugly sentence for 60s. Weekly checkpoints. Week 1, 3 bullets per section. Week 2, 150 words per section. Week 3, 1 edit pass per day. Week 4, finalize and ship. Binary criteria, bullets exist, 150 words exist, edit pass done. Layer accountability without pressure. Human brains are social, small visibility multiplies follow through. Keep it light. 1 person, 1 outcome, 48-hour check-in. By Thursday, I'll ship 3 bullets under 2.1. Send a 2-line update, done not done plus next tiny step. Co-start sessions, 25 on, 5 off. Post your next micro move before each round. Camera is on if it helps, mic's off. Public enough to engage social circuits, small enough to avoid perfection spikes. Add elasticity so misses don't spiral. 2 rules. Never miss twice. If today collapses, run one 30-60-second reset at night, open dock, one ugly word or shoes on. Check the box and sleep. Identity preserved. Scale, don't scrap. During crunch, shrink units and keep 1 deep 25 plus 1 maintenance 10. Protect the floor, not the fantasy. Let's run 2 more builds. Value, stewardship. Goal, I reconcile finances weekly. If Saturday 10:00 a.m., then open ledger and confirm 2 transactions for 60 seconds. Binary unit, 2 confirmations. Accountability, calendar invite with a partner, both post 2 confirmed in a shared note. Elasticity, if the time blows up, run a single 60-second check before bed. Value, vitality. Goal, I move daily. If shoes touch floor after lunch, then march 60 seconds. Binary unit, 1 minute. Accountability, send a check emoji to a friend at 1:30. Elasticity, if missed, evening hallway lap for 60 seconds. Why this works neurologically. Present tense specificity boosts MPFC personal relevance. Tiny binaries calm ACC error scanning. Micro actions lower amygdala threat and deliver quick wins your system trusts. Implementation intentions remove choice at the worst moment. Behavioral activation turns wins into evidence. You're not negotiating with the critic, you're routing cues onto rails. Guardrails to keep it shame-free. No streak worship for output, streaks only for starts. If it breaks, the floor rule restores it tomorrow. No goal inflation mid-rep. Finish the unit, then choose expansion. The boundary must stay honest. No bloated systems. Your plan fits on 1 page. If it takes over 2 minutes to update, simplify. Tiny template you can copy tonight. Value. Approach goal, I move toward buy. Daily if then, if Q, then 1-minute micro move. Binary unit. Accountability, name, day/time, message format. Elasticity, floor rule plus smallest rep. Next action, tomorrow. Right now I'm just going to for 60 seconds. Write it, text 1 person your first micro promise. Place, start here year month day on your desktop. Set the anchor for 8:30. Tomorrow, run the minute. Effort right arrow reward. Evidence right arrow identity. The dream stays, the start gets real. Baseline levers, sleep, light, movement, nutrition. Systems work best on a steady body. When your baseline is noisy, every start costs extra. So we'll tune 4 levers, sleep, light, movement, and nutrition, to lower background threat, boost MPFC, this is me engagement, and keep the amygdala ACC from flagging routine work as danger. Start with sleep. Consistency beats heroics. Pick a stable sleep window and guard the last 60 minutes before bed. Dim lights, no feeds, and 1 low-stim task. Set out clothes, fill water, and write tomorrow's single keystone outcome on paper. You're lowering arousal so you fall asleep faster and wake with less stress reactivity. If you can't extend sleep yet, protect the bookends. A quiet last hour at night and a clean first 30 minutes in the morning. Those anchors stabilize your clock and cut the I'm already behind feeling on wake. Light sets your clock. Within an hour of waking, get outside for 5-10 minutes. Indirect daylight is orders of magnitude stronger than indoor bulbs. Morning light tells your brain, it's daytime, sets tonight's melatonin, and reduces fatigue that masquerades as avoidance. Add a second short exposure in the afternoon to ease the slump. At night, flip it. Lower light 60-90 minutes before bed and keep bright screens out of your face. Evening light delays melatonin and pushes your clock later, which makes tomorrow's first minute feel sticky. Movement next. You don't need a big workout to get a big benefit. Use short, intentional bouts as state shifters that don't flood you with novelty. 2 patterns, a 10-15 minute no audio walk or light mobility after caffeine in the morning, enough to wake you without chasing high stimulation afterward. And a crisp 45-60 second burst, stairs, wall push-ups, air squats, right before a deep block or the afternoon dip. The short intensity raises focus without creating a fatigue debt. If you already train hard, great. Place heavy lifts earlier in the day and enjoy the calmer focus window 60-120 minutes after. Now nutrition. Think protein early, steady fuel, and hydration. A protein-forward first meal, eggs, Greek yogurt, tofu scramble, a smoothie, blunts mid-morning cravings so you aren't hunting novelty to wake up. Add fiber and some fat for satiety. Save large sugar spikes for later if at all. Sharp glucose rises crash into brain fog that feels like, I don't want to, which your avoidance loop will exploit. Hydration is the boring lever that fixes more than you expect. Mild dehydration mimics low mood and distractibility. Simple rule: water on waking, water before your first deep block, water mid-afternoon. Pair each coffee with water. Let's stack these into a baseline routine you can run tomorrow. Night, dim the last hour. Write one keystone outcome on paper, binary and small. Morning, water, sunlight within an hour, single source caffeine, protein, then a 10-15 minute no audio walk. No inputs for 60-90 minutes. You're lowering baseline threat, giving your MPFC clear, personally relevant cues, and arriving with focus before novelty grabs you. Before your first deep block, add one 45-60-second stare burst or 5 slow nasal breaths with longer exhales to drop arousal. Between blocks, run a 2-minute reset. Stand, distant gaze, water, 5 long exhales, no screens. Lunch, protein and fiber, then 2 minutes of daylight. Afternoon slump, water plus a quick state shift, stare burst or 10 slow breaths in bright light, then a short focus sprint. Evening, dim lights, low stim wind down, consistent bed window. Keep earned fun windows, but time box them and log out after, so novelty doesn't bleed into sleep. Troubleshooting. If you wake groggy, step outside for 2 minutes of light before coffee. If the afternoon crash hits hard, move lunch earlier, add protein, and install a pre-block burst. If late night snacking wrecks sleep, front-load protein at dinner and brush early to add friction. If long cardio leaves you twitchy before deep work, shift it later or to separate days from your heaviest cognitive lifts. Why this matters for your reset protocol. Better sleep sensitivity, morning light, and tiny movement bouts quiet the amygdala ACC baseline so your 1-minute entries feel safe by default. Protein and water flatten energy dips that used to mimic threat. Longer exhales lower arousal so your coach language lands. The result: implementation intentions fire cleanly, the ACC accepts tiny edges, your MPFC tag starts as me, and behavioral activation delivers quick wins your body trusts. Run a 1-day experiment. Tonight, dim the last hour and write one keystone outcome. Tomorrow, water, sunlight, single source caffeine, protein, a no audio walk, then a single 25-minute deep block with a clean reward. Feel how the first minute lands softer, not because you tried harder, but because your system finally helped. The 24-hour reset, bounce fast, no drama. Slip-ups happen. The goal isn't perfection. It's fast recovery without shame or overcorrection. Run this 24-hour reset exactly as written. It clears noise, restores your baseline, and rebinds effort to reward so motion feels safe again tomorrow. Evening first, set a simple wind down for the last 60 minutes. Lights dim, no feeds, no catch-up heroics. Do one low-stim task, lay out clothes, fill your water, and write one keystone outcome on paper for tomorrow, binary and small. Draft 150 words of intro, resolve 5 tickets, or confirm 2 transactions. You're lowering arousal so sleep stabilizes, which drops baseline threat in the morning. Morning, run fast light. Water immediately. Step outside within an hour for 5-10 minutes of daylight. Single source caffeine and a protein forward bite. Add a 10-15 minute no audio walk or light mobility. No inputs for 60-90 minutes. No inbox, no feeds, no podcasts. You're reducing novelty cravings, engaging MPFC personal relevance, and arriving with focus before distractions land. Delete and distance traps for 24-48 hours. Log out of high-risk apps, bury icons in a later folder, turn badges off, and move the fun device to another room. Long passwords live in a manager. 6 seconds of friction kills most impulse taps. You're not quitting forever, just creating a quiet window so your system can recalibrate. Now choose one keystone deep block, just one. Pick 25 or 50 minutes based on capacity. Label it with a single outcome, not focus time. Collapse every window except the one you need. Parking lot pad to the right. When urges spike, label once, urge to check Slack, promise a clean payoff, and return to the smallest visible move. Finish the unit, then deliver a modest reward within 2 minutes. Sunlight and coffee, one familiar instrumental track, or a 2-minute stretch. Effort right arrow reward is the contingency that flips the loop. The rest of the workday is maintenance only. Tidy 10 emails to 0. Pay a bill. Schedule 1 appointment. Document 1 step of a process. Keep resets clean. Stand, distant gaze, water, 5 slow nasal breaths. No screen snacks. You're preventing another crash while rebuilding trust that ends safely and on time. Install 1 earned fun window later, 20 to 30 minutes, timer visible, apps logged out after. End with a physical close. Stand, turn off the device, change rooms. You're satisfying novelty intentionally without letting it bleed into the next start. Why this works neurologically. You lower physiological threat, sleep prep, light, breath, remove high-stim triggers that taught avoidance to pay, and make a single, bounded completion deliver relief. Amygdala calms, ACC gets a clear endpoint, MPFC tags the work as me. Relief moves from escape to motion in 1 day. Run a tiny evening audit, 3 lines only. Keystone done, biggest trigger, 1 friction you'll delete tomorrow. Keep it factual, done 150 words. Trigger, 2 p.m. dip. Friction, report doc buried right arrow pin. Facts point to levers, judgment relights shame. If the day explodes, salvage 1 clean rep. At 4 p.m., shrink the unit to absurd. 1 sentence, 3 subjects, or shoes on. Run 60 seconds, stop at the ding, deliver the reward. Then back to evening wind down. 1 honest rep protects tomorrow better than a doomed binge that wrecks sleep and spikes threat. 2 guardrails hold the frame. Boundary honesty, do not secretly upgrade mid-block. If momentum shows up, choose expansion after the ding. And contrast, keep rewards outside the block. Mixing dopamine into the work flattens the training signal. Seesaw contrast teaches, finish, then pay off. Here's your 24-hour checklist. Dim last hour, write 1 keystone outcome. Morning, water, sunlight, caffeine, protein, 10-15-minute no audio walk, no input 60-90 minutes. Log out and bury high-risk apps, badges off, fun device away. 1 labeled deep block, parking lot, immediate micro reward. Maintenance only afterward, fixed fun window, hard close. 3-line audit, remove 1 friction tomorrow. Bounce fast, no drama. Tomorrow's first minute will feel lighter. Not because you got tougher, but because your system made start the safest place to breathe. Advanced, deep work mechanics, urges, and real-world noise. Let's turn your resets into reliable deep work without spiking threat. The frame is simple. 1 outcome, 1 window, 1 timer, then a clean handoff. That stability keeps the amygdala quiet, the ACC calm, and the MPFC engaged because the work feels personally relevant and bounded. Define 1 outcome before you touch a key. Not work on slides, but outline slides 1-5. Under it, write the first micro action, pace section headers. Now pick a block style that matches today's capacity, not a fantasy. Cold start, Pomodoro 25 on, 5 off. Warmed up, 50-10. Heavy creative lift, 1 ultradian cycle, 75 to 90 minutes. Commit to 1, switching mid-block is novelty hunting in disguise. Set the sensory field. Collapse everything but the task window. If you need references, pre-open exactly what you'll use and park them side by side. Hide the dock or taskbar. Visual novelty invites micro switches, which force the brain to reload context and dull the reward signal inside the task. Boring screens, better dopamine in the task. Keep capture analog. A notepad labeled parking lot sits to your right. Any thought that tries to steal attention goes there. Check figure 2, email Alex. Idea for intro. You're not suppressing, you're containing. At the end, batch the quick checks for 2 minutes, then close. Run a strict 2-minute reset ritual between blocks. Stand, look far away for 20-30 seconds, drink water, and take 5 slow nasal breaths with longer exhales. No screens. You're clearing ACC error signals and downshifting autonomic arousal so the next start feels clean. Now urges. Urges are waves, not commands. Use the 90-second rule. When the itch hits scroll, snack, check, label it out loud. Urge to check Slack. Locate it in your body, throat, chest, hands. Lower it with one longer exhale. Then write the urge in the parking lot with a tiny checkbox and say, after I finish this unit, I get 2 minutes of sunlight and coffee. Finish your current sentence. You've surfed the wave without paying it early. If a wave threatens to knock you over, use clean substitutions that don't spike novelty. 3 big sips of water, 10 wall push-ups, 10 slow breaths at the window, a 30-second forward fold. Keep substitutions boring so they don't become the new distraction. Then return to the smallest visible move. Open offices, make signals unmissable. Same headphones become your do not disturb beacon. Place a small tent card, heads down until 10:30. Book rooms a day ahead for heavy blocks. No rooms left? Build a mobile kit. Laptop stand, noise-canceling headphones, notepad, privacy screen. Sit with your back to the room to reduce visual novelty. When someone approaches, hold up one finger, finish your sentence on paper, then say, I have 8 minutes now, or we can book 2:15. Most issues fit into 8, the rest get scheduled. Meetings burn attention unless you fence them. Batch after your morning deep block. Default to 25 minutes with 2 lines sent ahead. Purpose and decision needed. In 60-minute slots you can't move, call a midpoint decision check at minute 25. Are we on track for the decision? Close with one next action and a due date. If you run the meeting, end 5 minutes early to protect the next block. Travel scrambles routines, so shrink the system, don't ditch it. Pack an offline kit, pre-downloaded docs, headphones, parking lot pad, charger. Gateside, run one 25-minute block, reward with a short walk and water. On arrival, set a mini morning fast light and 1 keystone outcome. Keep earned fun windows short and logged out. Progressive exposure grows stamina without spiking threat. When 25 feels easy for a week, upgrade 1 daily block to 50. Hold for a week. Then test a single 75-90-minute cycle once or twice weekly for your heaviest task. Stability first, intensity second. Reinforce rules because friction beats willpower when you're tired. Device zoning or profiles. Icons hidden, badges off. Long passwords in a manager. Fix social windows with a visible timer and a hard close. Stand, move rooms, log out. The tired version of you runs the day. Make their best choice the easiest one. Close each block with a crisp handoff. Write a 1-sentence summary of what you did and the exact next action. Drafted intro, next, add 3 bullets under section 2. That reduces restart friction and preserves momentum tomorrow. If you stall mid-block, use the 3 lines rescue. 1 ugly sentence, 1 obvious bullet, 1 question you'll answer next. That's enough motion to calm the amygdala, give the ACC a bounded target, and re-engage the MPFC. Why this works? Monotasking cuts context reloads, preserving the task's internal reward, resets lower arousal. Urge surfing prevents teaching your brain that cravings command behavior. Portable rules shrink uncertainty in noisy contexts. Progressive exposure retrains threat prediction. It's the same loop you've been practicing. Cue, calm, concrete, complete, choose, scaled to real-world noise so deep work becomes the default, not the exception. Build your personal plan. 1 page, write 30-day outcome plus weekly checkpoints. 2 daily deep blocks labeled by outcome. 3 wins per day, deep maintenance small. Earned rewards, sunlight 1 song, stretch only after completion. Device zoning, badges off, fix social windows. Reset ritual between blocks. 24-hour reset checklist. Weekly keep drop test. Daily card, today's wins, pocket script, next. Line, file start here year month day, on desktop. Tell 1 person your micro promise. Run 1 60-second, reset now. Lower threat, move relief into motion, and starts get easy. Subscribe, then watch my deep work demo next to copy the full block in real time.